Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for a crypto highlight video. And remember, if you're interested in any of the services I provide, make sure to check the links in the description below for all the Patreon and Discord. And if you'd like for me to do a highlight video for an asset of your choosing, make sure to join the Discord posted in the stock crypto highlight room, and I will do an exclusive video just for you. All right, everyone. So we're going to be looking at XRP USD as this was recommended. Oh boy, XRP. So looking on the monthly chart, XRP looks actually pretty interesting. If you know me, if you're aware of me, I'm a pretty big fan of XRP. But I'm going to try and look at this as, systematically as possible. So on the monthly, it actually is still holding its uptrend line, which is pretty interesting. So actually, you have to use this low wick because it's hard to see, but this low wick actually took out all the lows down here. So let's go on log real quick so you can see. So look at that. This low wick took out all these lows down here. So this is the actual low of XRP right now, which is the low is 0.0002. All right. And so we're going to draw a trend line on the monthly from that level to the low wick, the low swing of this larger consolidation prior to the rise back towards about $2 or just under $2. So let's do that now, right there to there. And look where price is trading at today. So just above the level, and this right now would translate if we were to come down to about 23 cents to 24 cents. So we're very, very close. We're, it's still percentage wise a fairly large drop from here, but we're very, very close, on a macro to that level. If I had to go by my eye, we're probably trading around 85%, almost 90% from this high. If I'm looking at let's do it real quick. So from the fib, so from pretty much from this high to this high here, so we're under the 78.6. So this is probably around the 80 to we probably were around 85%, right around down here. So we're trading around that zone. So this makes sense that we're still kind of fighting under the 78.6, but you want to watch out for a continued move lower overall in the coming months. Again, this is not going to happen immediately, to potentially test out this ascending trend line. Now, if it holds it, that's a really good sign long term. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Okay, it's not the end of the world if it loses it, but it's not a great sign if you're looking for a prolonged bullish structure in the long term. But overall, I do like how this looks as long as it holds this level. And if it does lose it, it doesn't take out the all-time low, which is very, very far away from here, which I don't think that's going to happen, at least not right now, unless something fundamentally changes with their business. But again, we're not looking at that. Who knows what will happen there? But just looking at the chart, this is not the worst place, not at all. But do not be surprised for more downside coming towards about a quarter at least, maybe a little bit under. Looking at anything else now, let's look at the weekly. So weekly looks actually pretty good because what I'm seeing here is obviously we've had this big drop, huge consolidation, then we had a nice secondary high from the all-time high, and then as we've dropped since then, take a look at the weekly right now. Though we had a really bearish candle, this is probably around the FTX drop. So far we're holding the weekly lows down here, and potentially if it can find the strength to break up from this level and kind of trade above this bearish engulfing candle, making a higher low from this low here. So off the weekly, this is a pretty interesting structure, potentially a slowdown structure to start attacking some higher liquidity levels to eventually get the fuel to come lower. We have to see. Here's a level that I would look for on the weekly if we should start breaking past these highs up here. So that's sitting at about 54 to about 56 cents. So if we start breaking past that on the weekly, look for this bearish fair value gap to be around an interesting target. So that's sitting at about 65 to about 70 cents. So I'll round it up and down. So 65 to 70 cents will be a pretty attractive zone for a pullback if we should take this out, the liquidity above this level. So this could be a target on the weekly. Other than that, I mean, we do have some descending trend lines, but we're nowhere near them right now. I guess we could pop it on the chart just for now. So we have these swing highs here, this almost like double top structure here, but slightly lower, an Adam and Eve double top, I would say. So right here to here, We'll make this black so we know it's off the weekly time frame. So we're nowhere near that right now. That would be around the 80 to 90 cent level, depending on how long or slow it took. If we were to just boost up to there now, that's just over $1. So we're quite a ways away from this, but I guess I'll keep it on the chart just for now. It's good to have. Other than that, I'm not really seeing anything else. I mean, we are coming towards this low pivot down here. That could act as some resistance as well. The lows of this swing and this swing, nice little consolidation level here. And yeah, so let's go down to the daily, see if there's anything else. Oh, the daily is interesting. Okay, so this is why you want to look at all the time frames. So the daily actually does have a more bearish sort of structure to it. And look where it's trading off of. So the daily is trading off of this bearish fair value gap right now, tapping the low side of it. Now it doesn't mean it won't come higher, but look at the structure. We had this big drop, right? Big drop, and then you have what looks like a ascending bear flag structure or an ascending wedge, just however you want to look at it. Okay, so you have a bearish structure potentially forming here. Okay, because you have a nice rise and you had this bearish engulfing. Now, as long as this candle here doesn't just completely engulf this last candle here, then this will probably hold as a minor top for now, and then a break back down towards this low. And looking at this structure, I mean, there's enough price action here to warrant a break. It's mature enough to break down, but this potentially may come back up and do it once more and mature out a little bit bigger, a little bit more. And if this were to break down, where would this take us? Where would the actual measured move be? Well, looking at the flag, so it'll be from right here to right here, the low being right around this level here. If I can freaking draw it, I mean, okay. Let me turn off the magnet real quick, just make that a little bit better. So right there, okay. We'll put the magnet back on. And now, if it were to break down, wow, look at that, guys. So let's say go all the way to the apex, so just above the monthly ascending trend line. But if it were to break relatively where most wedges break, which is around 75 to 70% of the actual structure, so right around this level here to this level here, you're looking at pretty much virtually right at that level. Incredible. This is why trend lines are, it's incredible when you start seeing the confluence. So potentially, if this does play out over the coming weeks to months, it really will happen probably faster than months. It'll probably be weeks. Then you may see XRP coming down to 25 cents, 24 cents. And if you are a believer in that business, that's a great time to accumulate for the long term. And if you're not a fan, then hey, you're happy it's going to come lower, okay? But getting off of like what you may fundamentally support or not support here, looking at the chart, I am seeing downside here overall. But definitely signs of accumulating for sure. And overall, as long as it holds this monthly uptrend line, this is probably the best place to accumulate for the long term, in my opinion. You may get lower, though. And you would have to see that as an opportunity. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much else beyond that. We're also maybe actually I think I just spotted another trend line we lost that we might be testing right now. Let's see. So from this low here to essentially this consolidation here, right there. Oh, actually no, we just broke back above. So this low to this low here. Yeah, we've kind of been oscillating around it. So we're kind of trading right around this zone here, which again kind of has confluence with the ultimate structure we're in on the daily, and then this fair value gap. So we don't really need it on the chart. But yeah, so we're having some tough times with this consolidation. If we can break out of this structure bullish, we're likely gonna fill out this whole fair value gap and then look to try and make a higher low from here and create a larger uptrend structure towards essentially attacking this consolidation here. But that's gonna be very difficult. I do think if we were to see XRP get back to like 50 cents plus, it's going to be off the back of a really, really strong Bitcoin rally, probably going back towards like 19, 20,000. So there's going to be a lot of work to be done here. So just keep in mind you're most likely going to see downside, but there is a bullish case here, but there's most likely downside to a very bullish level. This is a very bullish level. All right, everyone, that's it for XRP. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish I could give you good news every time, but I'm just going to try and give you the facts as I see them, at least the best probabilities that are in my face, Make sure if you have any assets you want me to look at to be in the Discord, like I've said in the beginning of the video, I'll take a look for you. And leave me a comment, leave me a like and subscribe. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what I'm doing right so I know what to focus on. And yeah, that's it. Everyone remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.